Good morning, traders. It is 4:41 a.m. Pacific, and I wanted to talk about Bitcoin futures today. Looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin, um, we find that it is approaching this particular area of interest for me personally, the 40,000 area. I want to not necessarily make a purchase here, although you can buy Bitcoin based on your philosophy anywhere on any dip. But I just wanted to see how the reaction is in this particular area because this was the spike area, right? So the base of the spike. Let me just mark that really quick. The base of the spike will tell us the reaction to the base of that spike. So this area, 39 to 40, in fact 39.7, almost 39.7K. This area should tell us, the reaction to that area should tell us whoever initiated that spike, if that person is still there or not, right? If that institution, that trader uh, is still defending, guarding that area, obviously corresponds to a volume edge, right over here, the 40.5 slash 39.2 area. This would become an area to first of all test. So this is really important. This is our test number one right here. If we pass this test, then of course we can look to the future action up in this direction, potentially a retest of, you know, the 55, 56 area and new highs. But if we fail this test over here in the 41.2, 41.3 area, or even the base of spike being 39, then we have the long-term trend line, the breakout at the 24K level here, and then a secondary bottom at the 29K level. We have a sloping trend line in the picture at that point. Now you can draw it here or you can draw it here, doesn't matter. I like to bisect everything. I like to divide the gap by two. I like to assume the wicks here as being lost motion, and then that would give me potentially a price of 36K for a definite buy and a test, right? So here if I say test 2, and I would say long BTC as well, because this is really my marker. I am not expecting it to come back into and test the 24K area, right? But guess what? That's our final thin print area. And those of you who've been watching my Tesla videos know what I'm talking about. These thin prints um, are magnets. Again, these thin prints are magnets, and they happen to coincide nicely with, guess what? The half cap area here, the breakout. That's quite remarkable, and such conferences normally become even stronger magnets, guys. So very important to remember that the 25K, 26K level, even though it appears really far from this speculative frenzy that Bitcoin's been riding, but it is an area that has left several unfinished auctions, right? So again, stepwise only, guys. So step one is this particular test, this thin print test. Step two is this nice large HVN in the 36 area that is a long-term trend line that could be tested and is obviously a great buy opportunity for Bitcoin lovers like myself. And then, of course, we have this, um, live or die zone, right? People will be living or dying by this zone, in my opinion, at least. So 25K, if we get any speculative selling frenzy, it should be stopped at the 20K level, the hard stop. The hard stop. Let's see if I can mark that on my chart and put that out. Whoa, text. Just need a text box. Hard stop right here. So that's how I want to think about Bitcoin. It's definitely on the retracement path right now. There are people who will start to go crazy with Fibonacci retracements and all of that stuff. So I think I don't want to leave folks out as well. I'm happy to start from the half cap here, extend all the way up to the 57 790 level, right? So I'm doing a live Fibonacci projection here. Guess what, guys? I haven't done this before, so I'm surprised myself that my 50 retracement happens to fall at my test number one, at my step one. This is Very nice. I like this stuff. Now, of course, you'll find approximately that all the way 76.8% would be about here potentially, I would imagine. A 23 retracement would be the secondary highs right here. But we don't need that detail necessarily, although it's very easy for me to just put it. So let's say 38.2, let's just enable 78.6. If I enable these, then you would find exactly what I was talking about. So we are at 38.2% retracement from all the all-time highs. And not so surprisingly, the 78.6% retracement happens to be at the edge of this large HVN, almost at the edge of that HVN at 32K. That's all fine and dandy, guys. Even the Fibonacci retracements are with us. Um, but as you can see, you don't even need to start with Fib retracements potentially. All you need to do is understand um, how the volume profiles have shaped up. They look above and go over here. Maybe I should just mark these things as well. I tend to crowd my charts if I um, put everything I want to say. Look above and go. LAG. Mark everything I want to say. Charts get really tight, but that's okay. Look above and go over here. Then of course we gotta look below and go. Look below and go in this area. That's why we did get the retracement right below here, and then just go down. And in terms of trend lines, yes, we have something developing all the way up till here potentially. We can see whether it gets breached. And the long term, I don't believe in the steeper trend lines for such speculative, frenzy driven instruments. I could draw one here, but it's going to be meaningless, to be honest. We need to really find volume weighted average price. This is the monthly volume weighted average price, by the way, which is also very, very useful to have a monthly traveling marker like that. As you can see that, it's fairly decent in its resistive capability. But anyway, so that was high level, big picture analysis for Bitcoin futures, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe, guys. That really helps. I have a 4% subscription conversion rate. I get lots of views on my videos, but very few people actually want to subscribe, and so that would really help out. But thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm going to make a few more videos right now, actually, talking about Tesla and futures. Thank you. Bye.